Good evening. This is Miles Osborne doing a review on Bubba Wallace, The Race, Episode 3, Driving While Black. Let's get into the review. First episode started off with Bubba Wallace racing, winning at a young age, and his mother pointed out where not a lot of black involvement with NASCARs. Like she's seen for the wrong things. After the racing event, she saw a lot of black people cleaning up after everybody in the stands and things like that. And it touched her heart and showed that Bubba Wallace, he was very impactful, but he was really pretty much the only guy out there. Bubba Wallace has hobbies. One hobby is he likes to drum, because racing for him, I'm sure as others, is very stressful. Driving 200 miles per hour around tracks for hours, and I thought that was pretty cool. Fun fact about him. First to start off with recap. First 5 races they got into, they didn't win them. And one of the goals that his team wants is they want to finish at least 14 or better every time while racing, trying to finish in those top spots. But they haven't won a race yet in the 5 races they had recently. The next race that came up was Atlanta Motorsports with Bubba Wallace. They lost again, and I'm gonna show you how they lost and what happened and went down. But they lost in Atlanta, unfortunately. Kyle Busch. They talked a lot about Kyle Busch in episode 3 while he was a winner. A lot of people didn't like him because he won a lot. But when he didn't win, he was a crybaby. He fought, he cried. And Kyle Busch is he's up there with the racing. He's up there. He's a winner, I would say. And then they talked about guys before Bubba Wallace, African Americans who raced. Wendell Scott was one of the first ones, the first one. And I forgot his name right here. Lester. His name is Mr. Lester. Mr. Lester. He was also one of the pioneers as well. But there's a few guys who came before Bubba Wallace who sacrificed to see where Bubba Wallace is at now. And this is the reason why he lost in Atlanta. He gets his wheel cut, but he did finish in the top 10, which was crazy. He got his wheel cut. He could have finished better, but he finished in the top 10. And also turned back to 2020 when he drove with the Black Lives Matter car. And that was a very historical moment in NASCAR to have that car driven around in NASCAR, I thought it was pretty cool. And the episode pretty much ends off going towards driving at Martinsville Speedway. And we will get to episode 4.